أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the realm of Surah Al-Baqarah, verses 156 to 157.
الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
Verse 156. Who, when disaster strikes them, say, Indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed, to Him we will return. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the previous verse the types of trials and tribulations that believers may face, He commands His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to give glad tidings to those who patiently endure these hardships with the promise of good news in this world and the hereafter. Here the glad tidings are specifically for the patient, when Allah says, who, when disaster strikes them, say, Indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return. They express these profound words of faith in divine decree and predestination, assured of the ultimate good outcome in all matters, according to the established laws of the universe. Patience does not negate the natural feelings of sadness that arise in times of calamity, as such feelings stem from the innate tenderness and mercy within humans. When Allah says, Indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return, this phrase embodies the ultimate reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reverence for His majesty and reassurance in His power, lifting the soul above lamentation and complaints directed at anyone other than Allah, the Most High and Almighty. The meaning of, Indeed, we belong to Allah, is that we are His possession, subject to His will. He manages our affairs as He wills, and He alone is the one we can rely on to remove hardship and alleviate distress. He owns us by His act of creation, decree, and management of our lives. And when He says, and indeed to Him we will return, this signifies that we are under His ownership in this life, and after that we will return to Him, which may ultimately bring good for us. Here the essence of faith shines in its most splendid form. When the human soul faces calamity, it finds in these few profound words the essence of belief and the essence of life itself. Indeed, we belong to Allah is an acknowledgement that all existence belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that the self and everything it possesses are under His command, guided by His wisdom. And indeed to Him we will return is the absolute submission that the final return and destination is to Allah and to no one else. In this surrender, the soul is elevated to new horizons, leaving behind the weight of the earth and looking toward the clarity of the heavens. When the soul is struck by a shock that takes away its worldly support or usual means, it finds in this position an opening to the greatest reality. Allah alone is the support, the ultimate destination, the source of power and strength, and there is nothing else. The Quran does not leave hearts to wander in confusion or break under the weight of tribulations. Instead, it gently holds them, lifts them above the earth, and connects them to this sublime reality. That patience is not merely enduring pain, but elevating the soul to a state of contentment, affirming that what has happened is for a wise purpose, and that what was lost could never have been otherwise, and give glad tidings to the patient. This glad tiding is not merely a promise of reward, it is an indication that this path, the path of patience, is the true path to success. It refines the soul and strengthens faith. Those who utter these words at the moment of pain do so not as a mere memorized phrases, but as a declaration springing from the depths of their hearts that they belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and are always journeying toward Him. Thus the Quranic text takes the hands of believers and leads them to tranquility, reshaping perceptions and priorities with their hearts. Indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return, is not just a statement but a way of life, a foundational principle upon which all correct perspectives are built. It is a proclamation of belief, an absolute submission to the truth, and a harmony between the heart and mind when facing life's fates. This is the essence of faith carried by the patient ones who view calamities as divine education, elevating them to the rank of contentment and instilling in their hearts the certainty that they are under Allah's care and that everything they experience serves a purpose known only to Him, and for a good they will eventually come to know.
أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
Verse 157. They are those upon whom are blessings from their Lord and mercy, and it is they who are rightly guided. This verse refers to the patient ones who endure fear, regardless of its magnitude, and the loss of wealth, lives and fruits in the way of Allah. When calamity befalls them, whether the loss of a loved one or being deprived of worldly desires, they demonstrate patience. These individuals with such attributes are among the truthful and the martyrs. Upon them are blessings from their Lord and mercy. Those with this quality are praised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the highest assembly of angels. Mercy descends upon them, and they are rightly guided to the path of truth. These are the ones whom Allah has chosen with His care and attention, making them recipients of His blessings, encompassing mercy and guidance that directs their steps. This glad tiding transcends the bounds of this world, elevating above every material desire or fleeting goal. Blessings from their Lord refers to an exaltation from Allah, who remembers them in the highest assembly and raises their rank, just as He sent blessings upon His noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is a shared honor in this exalted position. And when Allah says, and mercy, this signifies a compassion from their merciful Lord that touches their hearts, filling them with tranquility and enveloping their souls in peace amid storms and trials. This mercy opens the doors of serenity and reassures them of Allah's tender care in every moment of their lives. And it is they who are rightly guided is the highest testimony from the Lord of the worlds. It confirms that they have found the true path, remained steadfast upon it, and been guided to Allah's straight way. This is the ultimate goal, to be on guidance from one's Lord, untouched by temptations or shaken by trials. And Allah knows best. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُّدَّكِرٍ